Well, here we are again. Hello. I know I said I would be back on Monday, but you know what? It's Tuesday. No, we went to Kuala Lumpur, and then when we got back, it was my birthday, and I turned 34, and that depressed me. And then we had Songkran. And then my husband got sick, and yeah, the last thing I wanted to do was make art. Although I did make this really, truly horrible piece right here. You can see where my mind was. The world's falling apart, and that was a really bad piece of art. So I just decided that, I've been talking about using AI to help me in my journey, and it didn't really go down the way that I thought it was gonna go. Apparently I can't load photos of my work into the AI model and have it look at them and be like, oh, here's what you should do. This is how you can get from point A to point B. That's not a thing yet, or at least I'm not sure if it is. And the day is getting away, and I don't really have time to screw around with it right now. So I did the next best thing, and I just asked it, hey, what should I paint today? Because instead of sitting around and dithering about and being like, oh, I'm not inspired, I don't want to do anything, I could just take a command from a robot and see where it goes. And you know what it told me to do? It told me to paint a vibrant still life with gouache featuring 3 ripe fruits on a patterned cloth. It suggested pomegranate, a banana, and an orange. Place them on a cloth with a simple pattern like stripes or polka dots that contrast with the fruits. So that seems simple enough and boring, but who cares? I really just need to get back into the swing of things. It's been long enough. So let's do it. All right, well, it's been like a minute since I've actually talked while doing one of these things, so let's do that. So the truth is, I haven't wanted to paint or draw in the past several days because I got really distracted with reading and with writing. Like, literature kind of took over my world, and I didn't really want to art. I wanted to read and I wanted to write. And I also have this issue. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like being a cunt. But I think that might be the scientific medical term for it, is just being a cunt. But when I feel like there's something that I just have to do, like when something goes from wanting to do it to like having to do it, you know, like it's no longer something I'm just doing for fun. It's something that now carries like expectation and shit. Yeah, I no longer want to do it. I have like zero desire to do it. That's a problem that I have. It's a personal problem. It's a flaw, one might say. But yeah, that's something that I experience. And yeah, after turning 34 and being in, having kind of a break in my normal day to day, I just wasn't into the whole drawing thing. I just wanted to write and read and hide in a hole. I'm just looking for some photo references of a pomegranate. Oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I kind of want to do that and not what AI said, but maybe we'll just do what AI told us to do, because why not? What's the worst that could happen? Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at it. Well, that's an interesting pomegranate. It said to do 3 fruits, but maybe I'll just stick with 1 because I'm not trying to be here all day. You know what I mean? I've got I've got more books that I want to read, or actually I'm in the middle of something that I want to finish. I still am in my gremlin phase, and I would like to get back into it as quickly as possible. So let's just paint this pomegranate and call it a day. I think that's a good idea. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I did it. I painted a pomegranate.
Oh my God! Wow!
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. It's the first time I've ever painted a pomegranate.
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
So I could have done worse. This is what this is. This is what this show is. Okay, this is my journey. This is my trying everything, painting anything, no matter how boring. What's something funny you could say about a pomegranate? Because I'm not really sure how I should caption this one. Kind of just want to write, it's a pomegranate. Don't take me for pomegranate.
Nice.
That's it. That's the one. That's the pun. Okay, well, that was fun. I forgot how I feel so bad that I procrastinated so much on getting back into this, because I forgot that I make like stupid puns and it just makes me laugh, and I don't have to paint this huge fucking masterpiece. Like, I can just paint a pomegranate. And you know what? If I was to ever paint a pomegranate again, I might be even better at it. But the point is, I did something I never did. You can tell by looking at it that it's a pomegranate. And I came up with a killer dad joke about it. So that's a win. That's a win. When I feel like I have to do something, sometimes I get like, I'll mind fuck myself out of it and not want to do it. It's like some kind of pathological brattiness. Like, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what my problem is. Okay, I'm sure that I have a whole cornucopia, if you will, of mental issues, which is why I do art. Well, that was great. And you know what? I still got to do my reading thing. You know, I can listen to an audiobook while I do my art. It doesn't have to take me out of my little gremlin cave that I make for myself up in here. Right now I'm reading The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. It's really interesting. Like, this poor guy, he has to take care of his mom and his dad, and I think his sister too. Like, his parents have all this debt, and he's working for this like salesman or solicitor or something, or insurance person. I don't know. the gist of it is he's taking care of his family, and he has like 5 or 6 more years of working before he can pay off this debt. And then he can like move on with his life, which in and of itself like sounds pretty horrible. And but there's like an end date. So this guy, he's having this issue, and then he wakes up in his bed to find that he has become a bug. He's an insect. And everybody's like beating on his door, trying to get him to go to work, and like telling him he's missing the train, and he's a bug on his back and he can't get up. And so he finally does get up and then makes it to the door. And sorry, I made this face because he in the book he talks about trying to open the door with his mouth, and that he said he must have hurt himself because this like brown liquid started coming out of his mouth. And it reminds me of when I was a kid, I'd catch grasshoppers, and sometimes when I catch them and I just hold them, like this brown liquid would start coming out of their mouth. So I just like imagine my teeth like being really soft and biting into something, and it just is like blood coming out, like brown goo coming out of my Nope. So that's what I'm reading. I'm reading The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, and I highly recommend it. Wow. But then I was reading or listening to the Book of Disquiet while I was doing this, and yeah, I forgot that I could do the whole audiobook thing while arting. So not that you care. But yeah, come back tomorrow and we'll see what I paint tomorrow. Maybe it'll be as exciting as a pomegranate. Don't let anyone take you for pomegranate. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Bye.